This is Awkward Occurrence, Awkward Entertainment. So we're going to be looking at the Mandela Effect. So for all you Mandela Effect enthusiasts, we're going to be checking out Marlon Wayans and scary movies. I See White People or I See Dead People. Now it's kinda ridiculous. As I go and look up these videos, it's kind of ridiculous for the character in the movie to say I see white people. And as I think about it more and more, and then there's no proof that he said I see white people, except for the doctor. This is a doctored video somebody uploaded. Well, somehow they made Marlon say I see white people. But you know how in on some movie channels they would change the voice of the character if he cusses. So sometimes on FX, and in replace of a cuss word, they'll take words from that same actor, but from a different movie, and put it in that scene. But you get what I'm saying. Let's continue. This is going to be the fake video of Marlon Wayans' I See White People.
Can I tell you a secret?
Sure, man.
I see white people.
Now, if you listen closely, you can find this original video on YouTube. If you listen closely, the video is edited. When he says white people, it's off track. Like the voice is off track with the video. One more time. One more time.
This shit is awesome.
Yo, son, you gotta roll some more of that shit outside.
One more time. One more time. Okay, listen. When he says I see white people, you will hear how this video has been edited.
Can I tell you a secret?
Sure, man.
I see white people.
Yeah, it made no sense for him to say white people because it's always been I see dead people. He was making fun of the Sixth Sense movie with Bruce Willis. So they were high. He was under the cover. I think this was part of the trailer too. He was under the cover and he said I see dead people. So let's go to the original one. Okay. Original clip, I see dead people.
Can I tell you a secret?
Sure, man.
I see dead people.
This shit is awesome.
Okay, that lines up with the voice, the lips moving. The last one doesn't. And I have to break this down for people who are of the Mandela faith, the Mandela belief. I call it a faith or belief. It's a part of New Age. You believe in computer simulations and alternative universes, which is all a lie, which is all a trick and trade of the devil to be thinking that way. All right. So Marlon Wayne says, I see dead people. He didn't say, I see white people. Even if he said, I see white people, that doesn't prove an alternative reality because there's no such thing as alternative reality. I mean, quantum physics is a theory within itself, right? I mean, quantum physics, the world is going to end when Jesus come back, and they're still going to be trying to figure out quantum physics or whatever. All right. I hope nobody tells me quantum physics is why there's alternative universes. Right? No, no, no. Anyway, let's get into the next video. This is which one is it? Which one is it? It's going to be Neil deGrasse talks about computer simulations or simulations.
Like Mr. Musk thinks, are we living in simulation?
I find it hard to argue.
And don't listen to this guy. Don't listen to this guy. He is trash working for the devil. He is a devil servant to go out and deceive the whole world. That's what he does.
Against that possibility.
Meaning,
you look at our computing power today, and you say, I have the power to program a world inside of a computer. Well, imagine in the future where you have even more power than that, and you can create characters that have, for example, free will, or their own perception of free will. So this is a world, and I program in the laws that govern that world. That world will have its own laws of physics and chemistry and biology. Now, you're a character in that world, and you think you have free will, and you say, I want to invent a computer, so you do. Hey, I want to create a world in my computer. And then that world creates a world in its computer.
A computer world within a computer world within a computer world. So what do people in the Mandela effect occult or New Age occult believe? Who do they believe is controlling their world? Then outside of that world, who do they believe is controlling that world?
And then you have simulations all the way down. So now you lay out all these universes and throw a dart. Which of these universes are you most likely to hit? The original one that started it, or the countless simulations, the daughter simulations that unfolded thereafter? You're going to hit one of the simulations. So statistically, based on that argument, which first appeared by a philosopher from our...
And this is an idea, and this is it's not a prudent idea, not wise. That's not even the word I'm looking for. This is a ridiculous idea, y'all. I'm not even going to try to look for a big word. This is ridiculous. This leads you away from God. This leads you away from the truth. For people to even believe this, it's just crazy. I can't fathom why people, after 5, 6, 7 years of studying this or looking at videos of this, why do they still believe something that's not real? It's not real. We do not live in a computer simulation.
named Nick Bostrom back in the 1990s, right when computers were becoming real enough to think this through. It's hard to argue against the possibility that all of us are not just the creation of some kid in a parent's basement programming up a world for their own entertainment. And then
So some kid in the parents' basement is our God, is what he's saying. That's how we were created, by some kid in their parents' basement programming up a world. Then there's somebody that controls that kid world who programmed the kid. Then whoever programmed the kid, they are controlled or made by somebody else. And it goes on and on and on. Like a Ponzi scheme.
every time something weird happens in the world, some disruptive leader takes charge, and I wonder if that programmer just got bored and had to stir the pot. So they throw somebody in there just to for their own entertainment. For me, that's some of the best evidence that we live in a simulation, because this happens every time.
And moving on, he's talking like a devil. You see, for the Christians, you see his tendency is to move you away from God and have you believe in some mumbo jumbo. You're a computer simulation. You're nothing but ones and zeros. And the person who programmed you is nothing but ones and zeros. And the person who programmed that person is nothing but ones and zeros. And it goes on and on and on. I mean, there's no creator involved in this. It's just a lot of crazy talk. That's a lot of crazy talk coming from the devil's mouth right here. The devil's mouthpiece. They can literally start a religion saying computer simulation is our savior or whatever. not your savior, but that's how you were made. You believe you were made by a computer simulation, zeros and ones. And your creator is whoever's controlling the zeros and ones. Whoever controls the keyboard is your creator. That's what they believe. Right. And that there's alternative universes. Right. Even in modern day science, which is a falsehood, even in modern day science, it's only one Big Bang theory. There were never 4 or 5 Big Bang theories. So how are there 4 or 5 different universes or Earths? That's not a question I want people to answer. Don't come in my comment section trying to answer why there is 4 or 5 different universes and there's 4 or 5 different views on it. Don't. That's a stupid question. Was that a rhetorical question? Don't answer that because it's not real. Don't take these people on TV for face value, yo. That's ridiculous. Like, you get duped. You get duped out of being saved to go into a crazed mindset, thinking about Mandela effect every day, thinking you're a computer simulation. It's like sometimes are people running from something who believe in Mandela effect. Like, it took me 2 days to figure out this was trash. This was like 2014. Like, only took me 2 days to figure out this was trash. And for those 2 days, I entertained the idea of Mandela effect until I figured out it was trash. And God helped me realize it was trash because none of this is God's word. Like, none of this is the truth that you're seeing. Like, this is not the truth. None of these videos are the truth. These are lies. These are deceptions. These are plays on your minds. These are delusions. These are spells. Walking around under a spell thinking very silly. Thinking you can jump out of a computer simulation into the real world. Or however you guys who've been in Mandela effect occult for years, however you guys think. I should have wrote a speech because I'm all over the place. But there's some people who've been thinking along these lines for 9, 8, 7 years that they live in a simulation, and they still, like, I don't get it. How after 7 years you still believe you're in a simulation or in alternative universes? Anyway, let's go on. I'm talking in circles. Okay, why do I label Mandela effect New Age, a New Age belief, an occultic belief? Because after so many years, you still have a small group of people who believe in a dangerous idea.
Thank you again for tuning in to The Truth Revealed, where we separate fact from fiction. Today we're going to be uncovering the facts of what is New Age spirituality. Let's get started. New Age spirituality refers to a non-unified set of beliefs and practices that emerged towards the end of the 20th century in the Western world. The foundation of New Age spirituality is built upon both Eastern and Western religious traditions, and the belief system is inclusive to ideas from self-help books such as The Secret and The Law of Attraction, a holistic approach to health, motivation, and positive psychology research studies both in consciousness and awareness.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people who are into Mandela effect or into things you see on the screen, all these books of divination, all these devil books that trick your mind, live in a spell,
and scientific principles such as those explained in quantum physics. New Agers, as they're called, don't limit their belief system to one particular doctrine. New Age spirituality...
Mandela effect, they doctrine the Mandela effect, New Age. It's becoming a doctrine, a stupid doctrine with no religious text or nothing. No proof of nothing.
started to appear in the early 1960s as people began to reject formalized institutions and question the cultural values of their parents' generation. As the masses spoke out in favor of racial equality,
Okay, that was all programmed to be that way anyway. It wasn't the kids themselves. There was an outside entity that still programming society to go the way it's going. So let's continue.
gender equality, sexual freedom, and peace.
We don't mean the computer program. We mean the outside entity, as in a being. Not nobody on no computer board pushing ones and zeros.
Towards pluralistic religious beliefs. A number of people began to reject religious institutions.
And that is the upside down cross. So, Jesus Christ died on the cross. That is a Jesus Christ on the cross upside down with the arms broken. To look at the cross, now break the arms of the cross. That's what you get in the peace sign. So that wasn't started by regular old teenagers in the 60s. This was something you saw on the TV and you were programmed to do and think. Do I have a pointer? Let me get this. So this long piece, that's the cross. Though that's the arm of Jesus. That's the arm of Jesus. That's the head. But imagine that being the cross. The arm's supposed to go this way. Instead, the arms are broken. So that's what the peace sign is. It don't mean peace, we love you. It means it's a symbol of the devil. That's what it is. You go back and you look at Satanism, you'll find this symbol in Satanism. Just because they say it means a piece of the world or world peace, it don't mean peace. It doesn't just because they say it. Anyway, that video is low. Okay, in this, we're going to look at what is New Age. I'm just going to read along. So go to Arvin Ash YouTube page. You can read this yourself. The term Mandela effect was coined in 2009. Okay, it didn't get popular until 2014. It didn't become mainstream until 2014. 2013, when Mandela died, that's when it became mainstream. 2013, 2014. By Fiona Broom, a paranormal consultant. Now, I haven't researched who she is. I don't know if she's psychic or does she go seek out demons, because ghosts are demons. So you have a demon hunter, a demon lover, a person who's a paranormal consultant who coined Mandela effect. Paranormal goes back to supernatural, Satan, ghosts, all those paranormal activity movies, stuff like that. So this is rooting back to the Bible. This is rooting back to good and evil. So her name is Fiona Broom. She published her website where she described remembering Nelson Mandela died in jail, blah, blah, blah. We know. Let's continue to read this. Yeah, 2013. How is it possible that so many people could share the same false memory? Broom has several theories. So you people in the Mandela effect community, not even the community, I call you a cult, you go off of theories. It could be due to many world theories of quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics is nothing. It's nothing. I believe what they try to do is communicate with demons, or try to cross demons over into this plane. Let's continue. If a near infinite number of parallel universes exist, then there could be a world where false memories are correct. But an infinite number of parallel universes don't exist. That's the whole point. What I'm saying, it doesn't exist. There's no proof of that. Quantum physics or mechanics doesn't prove anything. They probably prove CERN. CERN opened up a portal from the spirit world to this world, but there's no alternative universes. Broom's second theory is that this could be a sign that our world is a simulation. Here she go with the craziness. So she's a paranormal occultist, and there's some type of glitch in the matrix. So you guys see where the root of your beliefs come from. It comes from this lady, Miss Broom, who's a paranormal consultant or paranormal occultist. I don't know exactly what she do. I would do a video about her. And she has two theories. One is quantum mechanics, infinite number of universes. The second is our world could be a simulation and we live in a matrix, right? The only matrix we live in is the lies on TV that are told to us. That's the only matrix. Let's continue. And if you're fool enough to believe it, you're foolish enough to believe it. Wait for it to go down, for it to go down. Now I'm reading. You can read along. So their theory is the universe splits every time a quantum outcome occurs. Some more sci-fi Star Trek crap that doesn't exist. They repeat itself. They talk about Nelson Mandela again. Basically, anybody who believes in Mandela effect believes in lies. These theories are not theories, they are lies, they are manipulations, they are brainwash. It's not plausible. Nothing is plausible being said here. I'm gonna let y'all finish that out. Y'all can pause the video. Y'all can read this bunch of mumbo jumbo. Yep, it's all bad memory. It's either bad memory or the company changed the letter in the brand or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not important because there is no alternative universes. There's no computer simulation. The only simulation is the lies you believe on TV. That's the only simulation. That's real. That's what's real. I don't need to read the rest of that. So go to Ash Irv. Alright. I'm just gonna close this out, y'all. I'm just gonna close this out, man. Y'all know. Y'all know Mandela effect is not real. And it became mainstream 2013. I'm like, after 7 years, you guys still believe in this? Like I said, it took me 2 days in 2013, 2014 when I heard about it. It was probably 2013 when I heard about it. It took me 2 days to figure out this was crap. For one reason, one thing that led me to believe this is crap, well, it's of course God. But if you look in the history of some of these companies changing their name, you will probably find paperwork of them changing their names. If you don't find no paperwork of them changing their names, that means it's your false memory. Because they record every name change, and it's recorded, it's documented. There is no alternative universe. If Kit Kat wants to take the dash out, Kit Kat can. Febreze has always been spelled the way I've seen it. If they want to change their name, they can change their name. You can't prove alternative universes by saying somebody changed their name. That's no proof of what you believe. Like none. Okay, let's get into this video. I'm ending this out.
Yo.
Hello, Shorty. What are you doing?
Nothing. Sitting here watching the game, smoking some bud.
Are you all alone?
What's up?
What's that? Who's that?
Yo, pick up the phone.
What's up? What's up?
Yo, Duque, pick up the phone. Yo.
What's up?